How does internet bandwidth affect your speed? Imagine trying to fill a bucket with water. If the pipe is narrow, it takes longer to fill, but if the pipe is wide, the water flows faster. Your internet works the same way. Bandwidth is like that pipe's width, and it determines how much data can flow at once. It is measured in megabits per second, which tells you how many bits of data can move every second. The higher the number, the more data can go through simultaneously. This is especially important when you have many devices connected or are doing multiple things like streaming videos, playing online games, or downloading files. But having a high bandwidth doesn't always mean your internet feels faster. The speed you notice depends on other things too. Latency, which is the delay before data starts moving, plays a big role. It's measured in milliseconds and affects how quickly your device responds. Even with high bandwidth, if latency is high, activities like video calls or gaming can feel sluggish. Network congestion is another factor. If many people are using the same internet service at once, it can slow down your connection. Your hardware, like your router and computer, also influences speed. Outdated equipment can bottleneck your connection, no matter how high your bandwidth is. Think of two water pipes of different sizes. Both have water flowing at the same rate, but the wider pipe can deliver more water at once. Increasing your internet bandwidth is like widening that pipe. It allows more data to flow at the same time, which means faster downloads, smoother streaming, and less buffering. However, it doesn't speed up the actual movement of each individual data packet. That depends on how fast the data can travel through the network, which is affected by latency and congestion. If your internet has low bandwidth, downloading large files or streaming high-definition videos can take longer because there's less capacity for data to move at once. Upgrading to a higher bandwidth plan can make a noticeable difference. For example, moving from a 10 megabits per second plan to a 100 megabits per second plan can significantly reduce buffering and loading times. But if your network is congested or latency is high, you might still experience delays even with a fast plan. Internet service providers usually advertise speeds in megabits per second because it helps you understand how much data you can expect to transfer. A higher number generally means a faster and more responsive internet experience, especially if you have many devices or do data-heavy activities. But remember, both bandwidth and latency need to be good for your internet to feel truly fast. If either is lacking, your experience can suffer. In simple terms, internet bandwidth affects your speed by setting the maximum amount of data that can be transferred at once. This influences how quickly you can download or upload large files, stream videos, or run multiple devices smoothly. But it's just part of the story. Latency and network conditions also play key roles in how fast your internet feels day to day. Understanding these factors can help you choose the right internet plan and troubleshoot slow connections more effectively.